Hello everyone and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. We are playing our map that we've created ourselves called Twin Peaks. It's a map with two large islands either end of the elongated map. It's a very large map, I believe, and it has two large islands either end with multiple tropical islands in between. So, last episode, for the past few episodes, we've been working a lot on these. Oh, wow, that really needs some. Why is that plastic on it, actually? Goods to Changsha. Oh, interesting. That's taking plastic in for the factory here. Huh. So, for the last few episodes, we've been working on getting cargo into this island, cargo train lines, that is, and it's been quite a good success. Prior to this, we were using trucks and boats and various other methods to get things from A to B. Now that we've got these cargo lines in, it means that it's reduced how many trucks are on the island and how much is actually getting shipped from A to B via boats and ships. So without further ado, let's just crack on with the episode. I noticed that this has quite a lot of plastic, as we can see here, and the other one actually has quite a bit of steel, which is really interesting. Or is it the bricks are coming down to here to go onto this? Interesting. Why is it doing it that way? Why is it bringing it up here to put the bricks? Do we have any of these lines still working? Goods and bricks. So maybe that's why. If I'm honest, we should just get rid of this goods and bricks line because, well, we take them via the boat over to here where they can then come up if they are needed. So yeah, I'm not too sure about having this plastic on this line, but I guess it's here now. We also got some steel. We got some bricks. So maybe if we add these on, it will at least move it to where it's needed. And this is all stone. Ah, I see. Okay, so it's like a multi-purpose line. That's alright. I wasn't expecting it, but it works, I suppose. This needs some more things on it. Well, to be honest with you, what we could do here is make this larger. So then when we do have these large trains come in with all their goods, it's better suited to take these various resources. So that should allow for a bit more of a buffer there. I always go on about buffers because it means that hopefully that doesn't get overrun with so much cargo that it goes to waste, because that's what happens if this, as this one's blue, some cargo may become lost due to the station being overloaded. So that's what we're trying to reduce and stop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this line. It's no longer needed. It's pretty redundant. I mean, how much stuff has it actually taken recently? It's come way down because it all goes via the boat. and then it gets trained up here. So I don't see a point in this line being in place. In fact, we don't really need these anymore. So we can take that bit out. We can take this out. And this road's coming around, so we can just plug that in. It needs to be an electric line. Plug it in here. There we go. And then stuff can automatically fill this area with buildings and what have you. It'd be really nice if we could build on this, down by this sea, by the beach and what have you. So maybe we'll do like, if I do a little road that comes round, maybe it'll actually build out this way. Oh, what's happening there? Too much slope. Collision. So I don't know whether this part will get used, but if we don't build this stuff out here, I don't think it will automatically build a road out this way. That goes underneath that building, which is quite funny. This is gonna connect in. Too much slope. We can't upgrade that because there's too much slope. What if we try bridge pillar collision? Coming out in this direction, then hopefully stuff builds here that can at least fit in this area. It should look pretty awesome, really, having lots of little things building around here. There's a whole load of space here that's just not getting utilised. So hopefully putting this stuff in means that it will get utilised. Or at least that's my hope. I don't think that's gonna go anywhere, that's fine. So we got these connected via the boats here. That's fine. I keep saying that's fine, don't I? I'm stuck on repeat. To be honest, it would be probably quite good if we had both lines take the planks and steel out here. Starting to get planks and steel out this way, that's good. So what we did notice last time was that quite a lot of the traffic is coming out this way. If we check, so quite a lot of it's going, of course that's on the train lines that are underneath here. That's fine. But if we check the public and private transport, we've got about 100 odd things coming out this way. I'm just wondering whether we could do something that's a little bit better than what we've currently got here. Because how much is actually using this route through here? About 100, 40, 100 going one way, 40 going the other. So things are using that. They'll pass through that way. Oh wow, we've got more stuff on this route as well. Let's bang another couple vehicles on that one. And what was this other one? That one? Pop a couple more vehicles on that one. These are doing really well. How's this distribution hub over here? This isn't great. It's mostly because we've got vehicles here that just aren't really moving. So maybe we should have these loaded if any is there. Like, don't sit there waiting, because it's causing problems for all the other stuff here. Look at this one. Get a couple more on that. Unless, of course, we could do something like... I've just had an idea. I don't get them that often, but when I do, watch out. What if we did something like this? Put a waypoint on it. So then this one specifically has to go out this way. Maybe? So after this one here, you go through here and back in. And that way you're out of this long queue here. And it gives us just a little bit more space. In fact, maybe we could... So I created stuff like this before. So first off, let's flatten this area. Just so what we create is at this level. We'll smooth this afterwards, don't worry. So if we create like a road coming out this way, what we're effectively going to do is create an area for it to queue. So it'd be this sort of direction. So coming out of here, you go in there. Oh, look at this, it's working really well. And then we'll pop a thing there. Does that automatically get it? No, it doesn't. So with that little zigzag back and forth, it should mean that these can actually wait to pick up what's needed. And I'll tell you what, we'll have them wait for 5 minutes, so 300 seconds. And let's see how that does. Hopefully that'll mean that the other items and things get moved quicker. Right, let's just use the smooth tool down here, smooth things over, try and smooth this a little bit. Maybe if we have them go through, so once they've dropped off their food, they just go through, so then the stuff that is coming through here is waiting. Just because otherwise it's going to get in the way. To be honest, what we should really do is look at moving the... Okay, let's have a look at this. So, terminals. So number 10, if we move that one to number 5, number 9, if we move that one to number 4, and number 8, if we move number 8 to number 3, and then number 7 we move to number 2, then what we can do is move, so we've got number 11 is in the correct one, number 2 needs to go to number 10, number 3 needs to go to number 9. We're basically just organising it a bit better here. Number 4 to number 8, and number 5 to number 7. So this way, or at least hopefully, it will organise things a little bit nicer. In fact, if we swap number 8 and number 7 round, maybe. So that way around. And that might be even better. It's a whole load of stuff just going down this way, isn't it? Yeah. And we do have a lot of stuff coming up here, so we just need to keep an eye on things, make sure that it doesn't cause issues. I'm not sure how I feel about the cargo that's coming down going through here. I think it would be better to have it go on the main road going round, but that might just be how I'm thinking about it. Wow, we got a lot of stuff on the gondola lines. So where are these trains? One's over here, and it's going towards that other one. And the other is actually coming up to it. So they're sort of one after the other. So right now is a good point to put a gondola one on this side. Or at least it is for this particular route, which is the clockwise route. Which one's the clockwise one? This one. So let's pop another electric locomotive on there. It needs 760 capacity. So let's see how that does. Because that would mean that stuff around here on the clockwise one, I think it must be this one. Most of this is on the counterclockwise line. So where are these? This one's going the opposite direction from where that other one is, down by Nagoya, and then we've got one that's coming down to over here. So if we keep an eye on this, actually, we should be able to... I don't think the things will speed up that much. It might do. So maybe once we get this one round to here again, we pop another gondola one on the track. Because we want to spread them around the lines that they're on. Because having them sort of one after the other, it's the old adage of when you're waiting for a bus and two come along at the same time. We want to avoid that, because if you say you have two buses going around in a circle around a city, and each one has 50 capacity, when the first one goes in, it's going to pick up 30 people, the next one's going to be empty. So if you had them going around opposite to each other, so when, say there were 4 stops going around this circle of the city, when one hits number 1, you want the other one to be opposite it, so it'd be number 3. That way it just evens it out, the capacity on the line, or at least that's the hope. In practice, it's not always that easy. Look at how much ore they've got. 516 ore. Where have they picked that up? From here? That was number 85, wasn't it? Yeah. Has this one been sending ore elsewhere? So it's been sending a lot here. I'm guessing via this one. And then some also to the darker one. So has this been creating steel? It looks like it's been starting to. That's good. All of this coal's going over here because we don't have anything to take it from here over to here just yet. It might be worth doing something there. How's the traffic doing since we've implemented a one-way system here? It seems like it might be flowing a little bit better. Right, this is starting to get around its map. So this is going to drop off some of that 500. That's nuts. How much is it dropping off? All of it. Blimey. So that now has 600. 683, 82, 80. See, this is the problem. Once it reaches a certain size, it just... Can we actually build any more on? We could. Maybe that's what we need to do. So if we remove this, and then we do a building, one either side. So that was where the original one was. Let's see how far this goes. Oh, not very far. Okay. So if we remove that road, put it in here. Swap that one to number 2. Hopefully, this one has more capacity than this one did. Than the previous one did, at least. Although it's lost all of its cargo, which is a bit annoying. So we've lost that 680, but it should mean that we should be able to get... Let's get some more vehicles on it as well. If it's going to be doing, you know, big numbers like that, we need to get more vehicles on it. Maybe we could do a... Maybe we could do a little queue system like we did before. But I don't know how whether that would work. Right, this one's coming up here, so we're going to put another gondola train on the counterclockwise line. Just because these are bananas. How much they're moving. So 760. That's the counterclockwise line. Plop that on there. And see how it goes. this train, for example, is quite full. It's picking up all of that planks. We've got a whole load of logs to take back. So hopefully this line can do that. If we put those new ships on here, so we've currently got the Hercules towboats, which have 300 capacity and 17 miles an hour. If we put these ones on, they have a bit more capacity and a bit more speed, so hopefully they'll make a bit of a difference. What's the difference in cost as well? 500,000. Not that big a difference in cost. So for, you know, that little bit extra room and speed, it's not that big of a cost. I'm just hoping that one of these gondola trains come round anytime soon. Can't be that far back. No, there's one here. So it's slowly moving around to where it needs to go. We've got a whole load of bricks here, ready to go back up to here probably. I wonder if it will tell us where this needs to go. 330 to Changsha South. So, up here, basically. But that's not too bad because, to be honest with you, once one of these trains comes through, it's going to gobble it all up. And here comes one of them. We got bricks here ready to go. Where are the bricks coming from here? Why is there bricks on here? What? Where on earth has that come from? We don't have a brick factory around here. We're not getting bricks delivered here, are we? Coal, grain, logs, crude oil, grain, stone. That is bizarre. This needs some more vehicles. I'd say double it up. It looks to be one of the busier lines. Same with this one over here, actually. Is it this one? Let's put some more vehicles on there. They just can't get through. But these are going to move now, hopefully. Wait for 20 seconds because you're blocking everything else. And you go. Yeah, these don't have their timers set up, which is a bit annoying. Let's set those, because otherwise stuff is going to get stuck behind it when we're waiting for like one machine or something stupid. Keep flowing through. This, on the other hand, is a bit of a problem. So let's reduce these ones to 20 seconds. For Nagoya, 20 seconds. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. We've just got some new trucks, which is pretty cool. Maybe we should start utilising those at some point. Here's one that we could use it on. So we've got trucks that do 25 grain at a maximum of 62 mile an hour, which is a decent speed, to be fair. But we have the dump trucks that do 38 grain at 62 mile an hour. And I'm guessing they're not that much cheaper. Maybe if we sell this one and we upgrade the other two on the line to those dump trucks, they should be able to take a whole load more than the other ones, so we should need less of them. Our trucks are going round the slalom for the queue. And how long do they wait? They should wait a little bit longer. Yeah, 5 minutes. Because we've got this queue, they should be able to be able to queue up and wait. So what do these take? Ooh, 32 capacity, so another 7. And the emissions are lower. It's actually lighter. It's got less power. So the old ones, a 6-axle tarpaulin truck equipped with a V8 turbo diesel engine with up to 456 kilowatt power output. Whereas these trucks manufactured in China were developed over a period of 7 years and carry weights of 8 to 24 tons. The engines equipped with 460 horsepower. So this has way more power, but carries less. I reckon if we were gonna put more capacity on there, then we could get away with reducing the number of trucks that are on there. Especially considering these are only taking like 10 a time. Like, these need a steady supply of grain. Insane in the membrane. Maybe we could utilize this road. some other way. I just don't know what that would be. Because we've got one going underneath here, one going through that way. We don't need this anymore, do we? There we go. That reduces a bit of complexity there. Ah, we can totally upgrade these grain trucks to... I reckon we'd only need to do the same sort of thing. Same with the ore ones. If we upgrade 2 of these to a dump truck, and I'll remove this one. And then, do we have new crude oil? We do have a new tank. So the old ones took 30 capacity, these take 38. And the difference is that they're a little bit lighter and a little bit less emissions by 1, which isn't that much, to be honest. With all these dump trucks coming through. Goya Airport's doing a little bit worse than previous years, but I'm sure it's still bringing in quite a few. Like, look at these silly numbers, like 194 million, 36 million cost. It's bananas. This is literally blocking that road, so maybe we need to make these a little bit bigger. That should do it, I think. How's this one over here doing? Here we go, it's got a lot of plastic, not much steel. This is probably suffering. Yeah, but the grain the grain vehicles are waiting behind the stone ones, so we'll make that a little bit bigger so that a couple can wait in a line. Oh, here we go. We've got a train coming in. It's just so satisfying to watch it get loaded. Are we shifting enough of this? Okay, maybe upgrade those dump trucks and see how they do. We got up to 225 last year. With those new dump trucks, we should be able to do way more. How's all this traffic going? Oh, it's actually cleared it through! Yes! One-way roads for the win. Although it annoys me that we've got a dedicated lane to go back towards the city. I'd rather have both of these going straight off this way. Not much we can do about that, unfortunately. Our box cars are getting pretty full up here, so let's have a look here. Where are these on the train tracks? Ah, that's annoying. That one's just come through here. This one is further along. So it's very much a case of well, actually, once that one goes through from here, it should be making its way up to here, where it will pick up all of this. All this is going to Upper Hong Kong. Is that just the next one on the... Yeah. This one's number 8. Upper Hong Kong is number 9. It's literally just going from here over there. That's pretty crazy. Get some fuel. We're not making any of that here. Let's upgrade these to dump trucks. It's not what I meant to do. Let's upgrade these. See, how much is already going from here? 0% transport. Because it's got to get over there. I see. Shipping 100. Well, first off, let's make this a little bit bigger. So there's more space. Second off, I don't think we need that many of these. So we'll upgrade them to the nice new trucks. And then we'll sell the other one. Hey, this one's coming in. We're ready for this to just disappear. What, like almost 400 worth of cargo. It's just gonna vanish in a few seconds. Once it starts loading. Any time now? Is it already full? Nope, it's starting to load. Look at it just disappear. Train's like, oh nom 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 nom. I'll take all of that. There we go. Now it's gonna get on with its thing. Nice. Oh, so satisfying. So we could probably up the rate, because this is currently approximate annual throughput per station, 855. Frequency. So what is the frequency? Frequency is 10 minutes 50 seconds. Is that how often a train arrives. How is that compared to one of the ones that we just put? Oh yeah, look at that, it's 4 minutes difference. And the throughput's a lot higher. Oh, we can finally upgrade these to be dump trucks. I don't know how many we'll need, so let's just change them all to dump trucks and see how they go. Train 86 is making its way through. We've actually got stuff coming through here. Where's this wanting to go? Industrial building all the way over here. So then why are you in the left-hand lane? Oh, because they're changing over here. I suppose it means that they get through here, so I can't complain there. Some of these look pretty snazzy. Look at this snazzy little vehicle. It's very gold. How's our... Right, that's dropping off fuel for over here. Gotcha. So these lines, these Medan lines, if we upgrade those to these trucks, they should hopefully help a bit with how much they can take. How's this doing? Shipment of 93. We can't really do much about that, can we? I guess we could have it bring it down here. So this line goes to here. I wonder what would happen if we add... There's nowhere else for it to deliver to though, is there? Because that's the only brick factory we've got on this island. So, in fairness, we'd probably have to ship it somewhere else. Like, where's the nearest brick factory? Oof. Here? Well, this is a bit of a nightmare scenario. It's all cliffs. Okay. So we'd have to ship it up there. Which, to be fair, we can already start because we just need another thing on here and then bring back the bricks. Is it just Changsha that liked bricks? No, Ankara, Delhi, and Dhaka all like bricks. They all want bricks. So it would be beneficial if we could get more bricks in here because, I mean, Dhaka on its own consumes 539 bricks a year. Considering one brick factory only produces 400. Yeah, we're going to need more bricks. So we're already bringing bricks in from up here, aren't we? So maybe we could do sort of a line that brought, maybe if we got rid of this, I don't know. How much is this actually shipping nowadays? It's gone way down. So it's no longer really needed. But we could just change where it goes to. So instead of delivering it here, it could deliver it up here and then bring back the bricks and just hop over here to get the stone. And that way it would be nice. It would only ever be empty going from there to there, which is currently anyway. I quite like that idea. Right, okay, let's set this up. So, annoyingly, I mean, like around here is probably best for a harbour because it's between all four things, but how many things are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a 4 terminal harbour is worthwhile. So if we did a small country road, we brought it round from here. That's where it's literally just aesthetics, but I want to put it in nice, so I'm trying here. So keep that flat. Oh, okay, that could actually bend from there straight into there. So that connects to up to here. That's annoying. So we probably would need to do sort of a pickup from here and drop off over here. But it might connect to these other ones. So first off, that does not connect. It's too insane in the membrane. This may do because it's a little bit further away. Okay. There we go. It's not the prettiest, but it'll work. So now that connects to these 3 things. Doesn't connect to this one, is fine. We'll cope with that. So if we take our stone line from down here, and then after it's been here, we want it to go, where was it? Up to this one. It's going to work out that route, and my computer's going to have a meltdown doing it. Well, that was actually a lot quicker than I was expecting. You can tell because I was still gulping down water. So we're going to pick up stone there, and we're going to drop it off here. Let's drop off that stone, pick up bricks, and then instead of going there, we're going to come down to this place, which is going to do some more thinking about. And then we're going to take off that other one. So this is where it drops off the bricks. And that's that. That's that line. That's nice and easy. So we'll call this one bricks and stone. Line 01. This will need to be expanded. So we got cargo. We're not doing passengers this time. That's good. So if we put these docks in, and then we need to put in the landings. So I'm just gonna place these quickly, he says. There we go. And let's have a quick look at the terminals. Can we swap that one to number 11? They number them really weird. I don't know why they can't just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Why? Why on earth? In fact, we want that one to be on number 11. So if we move that one to number 10 and bricks to number 2, I'll just move them so that they're a little bit easier. That one to number 1, number 5 to number 4. So we know which ones are filled now. We've got some spare, which we're probably going to need to use very quickly to really start utilizing this area down here. So, okay, if we look at steel, for example, how many steel plants do we have? We've got a steel mill here. This needs steel, that needs steel. I think the only other steel mill that we have is this one up here. So steel, for example, needs, so it can put out 400 in a mill, 400 steel, but that needs 2 coal and 2 iron, so it needs 800 of both. So it would need 2 of each coal and ore mine, because each one puts out 400, so 2 mines is 800. So we've got 1, 2, 3 coal mines, I think, and we've got 1, 2, 3 ore mines. Okay, so we need 1 coal and 1 ore effectively being brought in, which we should really be getting from this line here, because we've got vehicles going backwards and forwards here. In fact, we don't need this many. We could expand this, because currently it's only got 19. Yeah, I think we will, considering we're not filling up here, but we may well be trying to. So once this is out the way, we'll need to pop another port on here. Just wait there. Are these not the newer vehicles as well? The newer, are these still the old Hercules? Yeah, I think they are. So we could probably go down to like 6 of these Hercules ones, considering they're bigger and faster. And you just wait there. Don't get in the way. Stop. Oh no. It's not stopping, is it? Never mind. How fast do these things actually go? These go 20 mile an hour, but they carry like 70 less than these. So it might be worth just having the tugs. Capacity 300. I thought they were higher. $326. What? I'm confused. Did I not just upgrade these? I thought I did. Hercules, 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 Hercules. Is that... Oh. No, I haven't upgraded them. There we go. What's going on here? They go 1 mile an hour slower than these things. Problem is, this isn't going to pick up any, is it? Because it's got... Oh, it's got 4 compartments, does it? I see. 4 compartments, yeah. Which means they can squeeze in a little bit extra. I don't think this one's going to be able to. Can you just wait there? And actually stop this time. Alright, I'm keeping an eye out for any more ships. All I want to do is put another one on. You know what I could do? Oh, why haven't I thought of this? I can just put another one next to it. Just wait a second. Bop. Bop. There we go. Happy days. crossing paths. Is that the right one? Why are these the exact same name? Cargo boat. Ore and coal. Coal and ore. Ah! That would be why. Whatever. It's annoying, but it should be fine. Right, so that should allow things to spread out a little bit evenly there. So hopefully with this one, which is going to Nagoya. None of it's getting over here. What about this one's? Changsha and Nagoya. Ah, Dhaka, there we go. There's some going to the Dhaka mill. Although only 68% is getting to where it needs to go. 38% is getting to there. That's pretty nuts. They're going to crash. Oh no! Squish. Okay, right. So, do we need to put more trains on these lines? These are coping quite well. How about down here? Because this is quite busy. There's quite a lot of crude oil. This has quite a lot of bricks. Looks like the coal's getting to where it needs to go, which is good. This will need, because I bet you we have another full watchmajig coming through. Where are these boats? Where are these trains? One's going through back that way. The other one's coming through here. So they're both on this side. If one was over here, I wouldn't have minded just putting another one on there. But because they're both over here, I don't want to do it so that they're all clumped up together, which is annoying. What about the one going the opposite direction? So number 76 and number 88. 76 is coming up to Changsha South. 88 is going through to Upper Hong Kong. I don't know whether we should put any on there. I guess what we could do is make them wait to be filled. Full load any. And then at least it might spread them out a little bit more. I don't know. Let's watch this going through. If we don't have that up, then it won't cause problems. I will be right back quickly. Right, sorry for that. So, it looks like we're coming down to Upper Delhi, and that is a lot of planks to pick up. A lot of planks. Still going. There's more planks. Wow, they're all the way at the end of the terminal. Look at that. Alright, so it's going to pick them up, and we can see it in the bottom left hand corner. So it's dropping off the logs. And any second now, going to start loading the planks. How many's it going to load, do you think? It's up to 400. 424. That's a full boat. And then some. So our other one's coming around now. Maybe we should go off when these are actually in use. So I wonder if it'll just break it if I add. It's going to come from this one, yeah? Good. We had that problem last time where it wouldn't allow them through. What we'll have to do is just keep an eye on them. So we got where are we here? $76, which is going through now. We don't actually need to pick up anything here, like there's nothing here to pick up for these trains, so they could just go straight through. Anyway, we've got 93 being added to the track now, and 83 is coming up. 88 is coming up here. Slowly being added onto the track going round. I reckon what we need to do is keep an eye down here, and once this gets filled up again, we let the train come down. So if we stop it once it's on this up here at Kawasaki, then we can let it go once there's stuff on this track to fill up. Where's the 88 gotten to? Oh no, sorry, 76 I mean. So it's making its way through. They're not exactly going very fast, but the amount that they're carrying is just bananas. 760 capacity is just so much. Even with all these boats, it's a little bit overkill, to be honest. I'm hoping what we can do once we've got these on the track is spread them out a bit better. So how many So there's 9 stops, so in effect there needs to be 3 stops between them, or about that, considering there's quite a big gap between like here and here, and 7 and 6. So between 1 and 2 there's quite a big gap going around, and then between 7 and 6 there's quite a big gap, and again 8 and 9 there's quite a big gap. So yeah, train 93. Okay, it's gotten on there now pretty much. Autosave's kicked in, so let's turn 93 to stop. And then 88's coming down. So once 88's gone to where it needs to go, stop that. I would say, you know what, because there's such a big gap, let 93 go now, because this one's coming in here, and we'll keep an eye on 88. So once 88 gets to Kawasaki, we'll stop it, and then once 93 gets to where 76 is, we will let 88 go. So let's try and spread out the trains through the track. It's all we can do, really. Annoyingly, there's no way to sort of automatically spread the trains or even trucks or boats and that sort of thing through the line that you've got set up. So 93's come down to here now. At least it's got something to pick up. So once 88 gets to Kawasaki, we will stop it, and we will keep an eye on 93. So once 88 stops at Kawasaki, so we're watching the miles an hour here. We will stop the vehicle. So it's stopped there. And then once this gets through to up here and Dhaka transfer, we will start this one again. So we also want to keep an eye on 76. 76 is making its way round. I reckon with the capacity of these trains, having 3 of them going round sort of equidistant from each other, then it should be perfectly fine amount of trains, I reckon, on the line. So just waiting for each one to get round. Again, I don't think we need them to stop here, so we could look at what possibly gets to each line. Because we've got gondola, tank car, boxcar, tank car, tank car, tank car, tank car. So no flat side stakes would come into this one currently. That isn't to say that we wouldn't necessarily make a change there. Maybe we'll have the steel mill deliver down here or something. Which wouldn't actually be too bad of an idea, because it would mean that we would then be able to get steel on this side to deliver to things either end, because this needs steel. Up here we're getting steel. What else needs steel? We've got a couple of things up here that need steel, don't we? The two machine factories. So 93 is going into the tunnel now. Where's 76? 76 is coming around to over here. So I reckon once 93 gets to Dhaka transfer, 76 will probably be at Upper Hong Kong or making its way down to Lower Nagoya. Or at least that's my hope. How about planks? Have we had more planks come in? We have. So 76 is now coming out on this end. And 93 is coming out over here. So it looks like 76 may well be a little bit closer to 93 than we anticipated, but it's fine. Maybe we could hold 93 at this station while we allow 76 to leave here. It's picking up stuff now. This one's... Oh, in fact, 76 is leaving now while 93 is arriving. So it should be able to creep ahead a little bit at that rate. Right, so if we start 88, then that will mean that they've got about the same amount of distance between them. I don't know about between 76 and 88, but we'll just have to wait and see for that. Where's it getting the tools from? There isn't even a tools factory up here. That is bizarre. There's a tools factory here. But yeah, that's a bit odd. So, where's 88? It's coming in. It's just over here. So hopefully that should reduce how much load gets stuck on these. Oh, please, if the boat can just arrive just in time to put more onto that train, that would be pretty cool. There we go, that's dropping off. It looks like it's loading up here, so hopefully the train will pick it up. Yep, it is. That's perfect timing, pretty much. Or is it going to take it all? It looks like it's stopped at 180. And now it's going. So actually, if boats arrive and unload, filling up the train station, then the trains do not pick it up if they're there. Which is fine, because we should have more come round in due course. So the other one that we need to look at is counterclockwise. So where are these trains? 80 is leaving here. 84 is leaving here. So this is actually quite a good point for us to put a train on here. So if we duplicate that, hopefully a train comes in here. Yes, it does. Good, good, good. And hopefully that will mean that these will be spread out quite well. So if we look at these different train stations, we don't currently have anything really filling up here, but I reckon the gondolas would, because we've got 3 farms over here. And then we also have some logs to pick up and some logs and planks and steel mill to drop off, and goods to pick up and take where they need to go. Machines aren't needed here, are they? No. What we effectively need to do is sort of feed the system. So now that everything's connected with the trains, we feed in the resources that are needed for some of those to factories to make what's needed, then they should be able to get stuff to the depots that we've got set up. And hopefully distribute it out really well to our cities. How's Ankara doing for destinations? So if we take a look here, cargo, this one, to do with Ankara. So Ankara, we got 5 people going out that way, 27 going that way, 7 going that way, 18 going through that way, 7 coming from that direction. just trying to think what we can do to improve these connections for Ankara, because it's not exactly best having these. Although, I mean, there aren't that many trains on these, are there? There's only 2 on either one, so 4 trains in total. And the Shinkansen, so they shouldn't take too long to drive through. This has so much grain, look at that. And it's nuts, all of it's getting to where it needs to go. Delhi, Ankara, Nagoya. Boom, boom, boom. How about these ones? Consumers wise, Delhi, look at that, 100, 100, 100. It's all getting to where it needs to go. If anything, it just needs more grain. So if we look at how many, we have another food factory up here, don't we? This one should be getting quite a lot because it's got a direct connection to the train station. How's it doing with suppliers? So suppliers wise, the worst one is coming from Nagoya Farm down here, which is slightly annoying because we've actually got quite a good line to it. It effectively comes through and then goes straight down there, but we could build a road here which would then link it up, but that may mean that we have a lot more stuff come through that way, which we don't want. We don't want this to become a shortcut. So if we just test that. Yeah, look at that. All that traffic's going through that way now. And we don't want that. Which is annoying. What goes this way? It's just the green, the blue and the yellow. So it would be more beneficial if we got rid of that connection and built in this one here, because then it can all go along that way. What else is going along here? We've got so many different things. Probably these ones, isn't it? Which isn't too bad. We got a green line going backwards and forwards here, which is the public transport. Wow. Medan to Nagoya. Medan to Nagoya. Okay. It's going that way. How much does it actually... Wow, it's actually getting quite a bit of use. It's still making money, so... But it would be beneficial to remove all of these additional lines. Just have like the Airport Express and the Harbour. And then force it through the train line. Because then the train lines would be making a lot more money. But anyway. So hopefully... I mean, it's all coming up here, isn't it? What is all this? What are these lines? So, public transport, public transport, public transport. Dhaka to Changsha. Really? Yeah. Okay. that sees a fair amount of use. You know, if they're still getting use, maybe it's worth keeping them. I don't know whether it affects the train lines. You would have thought if the train lines are there, the people would prefer to use them, but apparently not. I don't really get it. I don't really get why they would prefer to go the opposite way. I don't know. I tell you what, around here would be perfect to have a combined station for Ankara and Changsha. It would just be a good spot to allow stuff through. Might even mean that we could put this into a tunnel here, coming up out of the side of this cliff, and then we wouldn't have stuff going over here, but let's hold off on that. Let's just double check. So these are getting a bit filled up now. We've got a gondola train coming in now. It's gonna unload some stone, pick up some grain. Despite these not looking that busy, they're unloading quite a lot. So these are destination ones, whereas these are mostly predominantly loading stations. So that's why these ones look a little bit busier. Got a whole load of plastic here. I had a thought after I did this yesterday. It'd probably be beneficial to remove that because we've got the connection here anyway. This is no longer needed now that we've got the train stations, but we can still have it coming through to here. And what we could do, I mean, if we really needed it, was have a road come through this way. So if we like delete this back, plug that into here, something like, well, this. So if we raise it up a little bit there, then the bridge pillars are the issue. But we don't really need that, so forget what you've seen. It's not needed, don't worry about it. What I may even do is downgrade this road. Just so it's a connection road for these two to get to. That's so very close to not being connected. In fact, I'm very surprised that is connected, to be honest with you, so I'm just going to leave things as they are. How's this doing? We've had quite a bit unloaded here. It may be worth splitting things out, but right now what I would like to do is, yes, we're using this quite a lot. And how is this doing? Consumers 348. So it's doing well there, but if we did a 30 meter somewhere around here. If we do it on the other side, it might be better because they'll come in and then turn around. I'll do it a little bit away from that the other junction. And then if we did a line from here down to here, it's going to use that way through, which, I mean, to be fair, there isn't that much using it right now, so it should be okay. We don't have the same number as before, vehicle-wise, using that same route. So it should be able to cope with it going that way, but if we need to, what we can do is make it come through this way and avoid these larger roads. So it would go down this way and underneath using this tunnel, which I would prefer, but it's fine for now. We'll just see how it goes. How are these terminals doing? Yeah, that's good. Up here, we want you to get a load of steel. We want you to wait. 3 minutes should be fine. There's only 2 of you on there, and then you're dropping off steel down there. So your cargo, road, steel, line, something. Oh, I was wondering why that wasn't coming up. No, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons here. I'm getting a little bit frustrated by it. Alright, there we go. No. Right, we actually have 2 other ones. So this would be number 7, number 8. We're going to go with this really bright turquoisey colour. I think that's even a bit too bright. Might be in this one. There we go. All the steel color, lines are the same colour now. So hopefully we'll have a few come down to here. I don't want to remove too much demand going that way, because it goes over to the Changsha steel mill, which is good. I just literally... I mean, could we even have steel come through this way? So this steel boat line, it goes to Nagoya Central. Can you pick up steel there? And then you just come over here, pick up steel and plastic as well. We don't currently have anywhere for you to pick up plastic, do we? So maybe we want to... I mean, we've got the lines. They're bringing it over that way. How much how much plastic have we loaded from there? Wow, 1,640. Surely that's also fuel. So it's not just steel. But that's doing well. Let's have a look around here. This line's always going to be busy because it's bringing things through, but it's busy going both ways, so we probably should look at adding... You know what, I'm just going to add them on, and then we can spread them. hopefully. 79, 83, 95. Where's 79? Okay, 79's going through to Kawasaki. This one's going through that way, so 95, the new one, is going to be right between them, which isn't too great. Okay, what about the other one? So we've got 75. I'll tell you what, it'd be easier if it was on this side, wouldn't it? 75, 86. I wish there was a little bit easier window management in this game, because it can be pretty tricky to keep things clean. Right, so we've got 75, which is over here, and then we got 96, which is right in front of it. Great. Okay, and then 86 is a ways in front. So it's a little bit annoying, but it's okay. What we'll have to do is, once this gets down to, say, here, Upper Delhi, we will stop it. So 86 is out in front, isn't it? And then it's 96. Okay, I'm going to order this so I know what's going on. 86, 96, 75. Cool. Okay, we don't really need to see what load it has. We're not that bothered about that stuff. We just literally want to be able to monitor these. So 79's at Delhi port. 95 is just in front of it, and then 83 is out in front. So 83 is here, 95's here, and 79's here. This is looking very busy, and there we go. This way we know. This one's smaller. There we go. So we now know what's what. So that makes things a little bit easier to see. Right. What were we keeping an eye on? 86 is out in front. 96 has gone to here. We want to wait until it gets down to Upper Delhi. 83 is coming around this way. 95 is coming onto the track here, and then 79's behind it down here. Okay, cool. I think there's actually quite a decent gap between 83 and 95. If anything, it's just 79 that we would need to grow that distance out by. So I'll wait until 79 is at Changsha, and then we'll stop it. And then if we keep an eye on these other ones, so 86 is leaving there. 96 is gonna need to stop down here. The boxcars won't be picking anything up here, will they? I say that, there's stuff here. Where's all this come from? It's almost like the boxcars are dropping it off to go the opposite direction, which I don't really understand. Why would they do that? So 96 has gotten there. Let's just keep an eye on 86. Let it get up to Delhi sidings. 83. So it's 79 that we're keeping an eye on, isn't it? 79. And 86. Alright, that's gotten to where it needs to go. Wait for it to stop. We'll hit start on that one. And then 75. 75 is waiting for this one to leave, so we can stop 75 and we'll wait until 96 gets round the other side of the island over here, and oh goodness, it's a lot to keep an eye on, isn't it? So 83 is making its way through from there. 95 is just here. 79 is coming up to Changsha. This is where we want to stop it. So I'm just going to preemptively stop it because there should be a lot of stuff coming from here going over here. So we'll just stop it now. Keep an eye on 95. When 95 gets through to Upper Hong Kong, then we can start it again. Annoyingly, they're both overlapping each other here. Where's our other trains? 83 is going through up to here. 86 is actually passing it, going the other way, the opposite direction. 95 is coming through Changsha. 96 is going through up to Nagoya. So actually we have these quite close to each other really. You can see them stopped there. We literally just want these to get further away so that we can start them again. And considering 79 has this entire loop through to do, maybe when 95 gets to about here we can start it. How's 96 doing? 96 is making its way through. There's quite a bit of stuff for it to pick up here, number 83, so hopefully it'll do quite a lot for what's here. It's just unloading at the moment. There we go. Now it's starting to load up. Right. 96 is getting there, or is it 95? 95, 96. So close to each other's namings. Right, so 95 is right about where we want it to be. So we'll let this one go. And then 96 is almost there. Where is this one? It's actually Upper Kawasaki, so it's still got Upper Delhi and Delhi Port to go through. So once this leaves this junction, this station, I would say, we let this one go. These ones are no longer stopped, so we can close these ones. Let's just close these other tabs that aren't really needed. So this is going to come down and probably drop some stuff off. Does Dell? Yeah, for tools. How many tools does it have? 116. Wow. Those are still pretty big numbers to just drop off in one go. Right, so once this starts moving, when we see it here, we can hit go on this one. There we go. So those should now be pretty well spaced out. I think what I'd really love to see is when you look at manage line, just some sort of visual indicator to tell us where the trains are, to help us, or something to help us sort of spread things through where they currently are. But whether that will ever happen, I don't know. A guy can hope. Right, we've done stuff for this line, so hopefully there should be a train fairly nearby on its way through to it. It might be 94. Yeah, 94 is just coming through to it. So 94 will be there in just a minute. Take all that extra capacity that's there. Just looking for stuff that's really getting filled up. Ironically, the boxcar one's getting quite filled up here. Is there any movement on the steel line yet? Not too much. what's filling up here? It's going to be the tank cars because we've got so much crude oil being picked up. So we could possibly look at putting more trains on the tank car one. Although there isn't that much stuff going from A to B. Like, there isn't that much stuff needing crude oil on this island. It would all come down here to be shipped off. So maybe if we've currently got all the oil coming down to here to be shipped off, we could create an oil line here that would mean that it gets spread out across the loop. So if we put in a line from here, so if we put this one on number 3, and bearing in mind that this crashed the game last time, I'm going to put a quick save in just to be safe. So line 1, if we had that come up to here, I'm not going to click until the save's gone through, there we go, then we could probably do quite well just shipping crude oil up here and then oil back. It's just got to work out that route. It's thinking, where can I go? Where do I want to go? There's an island there. I'll go round it. Right, that's put that in. So if we think about this, we would want it to be filling up over here on crude oil and unloading oil. Over here it would want to be loading oil and unloading crude oil. So if we just expand this a little bit. I'm just going to put one extra thing in. There we go. And then we can put the this one on number 1. Yeah, something like that. And we can get some boats to go on to... Oh wow, look at this crude oil. That's nuts. That's a lot of crude oil. Maybe we can use that and take it up there or something. Blimey. That is a lot of crude oil. Where are these ones dropping off? They're dropping off down here. Interesting. Because don't we need extra coal and ore to come down here as well? One thing at a time, Rob. One thing at a time. Jeez. Right, so if we went with these Virgo tankers, towboats that can take almost 400 of something, if we popped 3 on this line, so this line is going to be called cargo, boat, boat, oil line. I'm sure we've had a few of those, so this is number 7. And these are coloured, I think, either black or a very dark grey. Yeah, it's not quite black, but it's a very dark grey. There we go. I'll tell you what. These ones that have 2, we'll put 3 on. Oh, even the boxcars only have 2. Do they? No. 4. Oh, that's the infinity ones. I see. Yeah, 3, 3, 3, 3. There we go. This boat line could do with some more movement. Just look at how much crude oil we've got down here. Where does this go? So from here goes up to that really big one. Then it comes back to right. It's just picking up oil. I see. See, I wonder whether that line would be better off on the other side. So instead of dropping off here, it dropped off over here, because that would be a lot less distance for it. That's not the right one, it's this one. It's going all the way around the island when it doesn't have to, not anymore. So let's change that up. Instead of Delhi Exchange, you go to, let's just pause it for a second, here, and this is where it's going to crash. Hopefully it doesn't. But I reckon it will, because it's thinking, can I go through this sea? Yes, I can. Can I go through this island? No, I can't. And it's just thinking, which way do I need to go? There we go. It's in. So what does it do over here? It picks up crude oil, drops off oil. So that would be quite a good one, actually, because it picks up crude oil, drops off oil right down from where all the crude oil is. So a short leg, it'll be doing quite a bit of movement there. So this is now here. It's on number 1 for some reason. Put it onto number 6 next to the other oil line. Let's see how that does. That being said, maybe it was dropping off to go to the depots here. Who knows? Who knows? Let's just upgrade these to the better tankers. And they'll thank us for it in the end. Where's the right, all of this. Blimey. What can we do to improve things here? The annoying thing is, I think that the slope between here and here is just too much to put in roads up to here. So what we might have to do... It's pretty nuts, like when we put this in, this was actually a pass-through for everything. I mean, this is all traffic coming down to here, isn't it? Oh, this isn't good. Where we've got a small little bit. What if we did something like... That'll totally improve it. Because I think this is what's causing the problem here. I mean, this is absolutely horrific. If anything, we should have this going directly into here more than anything. And then another one here. Where else is the traffic around here? It's mostly here. So it's mostly traffic coming down this way and then thinking, I want to get into the city somehow. So maybe what we could do is remove this road. Upgrade this one. I don't know whether we might need that to be a dual road. And then how, because it's too large, maybe if we bring it off from further back. Boom. Bring it in that way. And then what we could even have is one of these going underneath. How far down do they have to go to become... The only problem there is that we have the train tunnels. What to do? What to do? Well, this is actually going up. So maybe we want this. Why is it causing collision? And why are you not just going into a tunnel? So this should be going way above these other tunnels. So maybe we could have, delete that back, that plug into this one. Construction not possible. Why exactly? It's causing collisions left, right, and center. Okay, that's not going to happen. That's annoying though, because it would have been a good way through for this to get up to this side of the city. That's too much slope. Causing a collision here as well. That might work. Let's just smooth this lot out. God bless the smooth tool. Alright. This is a little bit iffy, but let's see if it helps at least. I'm thinking it may do. We've got quite a bit of traffic going through the residential zone. So maybe we could divert it around. Because where are these going? This one is going down here. We could probably divert it around down to here. This one. Yeah, again, we could divert it down this way so that it avoids most of the residential area. This one comes through up here. We could probably divert it up this way, and then it would at least avoid the main bit of the area. Again, up this way. This one can go around using that circular route, ring road. Number 6 again goes down this way. So yeah, what I'm thinking is if we had a couple of waypoints, so waypoint here and here, and a waypoint probably here and here, and then also a waypoint up here and here. Let's just have a look here. So bang that one on there. So it's currently going from here, so it needs to go through these. It didn't even need the second one. That's good. Yeah, it understands that pretty well. What's this other one doing? So from over here, Nathan Road, which ironically is what the other one's on, I think, is a Nathan Road. Go through over here. I think it's using that route through 4th Street. Over here. On your way back, go through here. On your way there, go through that way. 3rd Street over here. On your way back, go through here. On your way through, go that way. 5th, so Fazel Road. On your way back, on your way through. You might even be able to take these ones out, to be honest. And then number 6, again, use these. There we go. So that should reduce how much traffic is actually going through the centre where the residential areas are. hopefully improving things for them. It's annoying that you can't dedicate areas to certain things, like, say, don't build residential up here, build industrial over here. You know, like, organize where the city is going to be planning stuff. Because annoyingly, it's kind of right where we want to put the industrial stuff through. Fortunately, the tunnels of the train stations avoid the main bit of the residential. Not going to be able to do much about this stuff down here, and we might clip it just here. But if we can get that down from 40%, then Dhaka will grow, which is what we want. And Dhaka's actually not doing too well at the moment, so hopefully we'll be able to get more and more stuff to it that it requires. So tools, which are being built just here, and bricks, which are coming through from over here, and also from well, we're building them up here now, aren't we? Oh wow, we've actually had stuff come through. That's really good. You know what? We need tools, so maybe we could do a line from over here to over there. It's not that long of a line, so hopefully it doesn't take forever. That looks good. Literally just loading up on planks and unloading. That's all you need to do. So what else do we have over here? We've got machines, crude oil, or oil refineries, sorry. So we could utilize those. But then we would want, so if we just plop some, there's the thing, plop some of these on that line, quick. So that was line 1. And then, well, actually, we could use that same boat to take tools down. Like, we don't need a second boat. You can pick up tools as well and unload tools here. Tools, bricks and stone. There we go. Let's see how that does. We might need to put more vehicles on that line. Cargo boat. Planks. Line something. 6. We're starting to get into our stride here with things. Is that the right one? No, that's way too dark. So when I'm looking here, there's no difference in the line colour. That's good. We might even start to get some come through here. So what lines are here? Logs and planks. If we upgrade these to the new machines, hopefully it'll help keep things moving. The good news is that they're actually doing quite well with consumers, actually. This one's not doing so well. But that's probably just teething issues with getting the trains up to where we want them. In fact, hold on a second. This line no longer has to come down to this side. It can come straight down into here. Oh my goodness. This is nuts. Okay. This will cut a lot of time down for that line, I reckon. So at the Nagoya port, go to number 5, please. You need to be loading logs. In fact, just load and unload everything that you can. Do it, because then we can bring more things to there, and we can remove that one. So then that line is going to be a lot easier for things to get to where it needs to go. So now we only have really coal and ore going here. And we could even just merge that down here. We don't really need a station here, which is a bit crazy. Mind you, it's a better place than this one's very squished for where it is, and we've got a lot going backwards and forwards here. Can we upgrade the 40 vehicles? Wow, okay. And how much does one of these have? 252. How fast do they go? 20 miles an hour. When compared with $19 miles an hour, but able to carry another 70 on top. This is a lot of boats. If we reduce how many boats are on here, even if it's just by 10, I reckon we are doing all right there. So let's see how that does. What is that line? It's literally just loads of boats waiting, and they're not even that full. They don't have to be. I don't think there needs to be this many vehicles, you know. Let's take it down to 20. 20 vehicles. Let's see how that does. Because I reckon that will help quite a bit. Because we'll have fuller boats and lesser journeys going backwards and forwards. Oh, we got more stone here. Blimey. Ah, we've got another bricks factory. Well, we do need more bricks. For bricks wise, we're getting not even any from there, which is a bit shocking. So yeah, set up the bricks factory. How many? We've got 1 stone, 2 stone, 3 stone here. So we have capacity to pop this onto here. So if we do a road here that bangs into there, oh, like that, please? No? Like that, please? There we go. So now we can do another line from here to here. Oh, this port is going to be very busy. It's quite glorious, really. So, really, we need them to fill up here. So we want them to pick up stone and drop off bricks. And up here, pick up bricks and drop off stone. And that's that line. So if we pop a few vehicles on that line, let's see how that does. So this is cargo, boat, bricks, and stone. Line Lanine. I think that's the first of its kind. Make it red, like these other ones. I tell you what, if we got rid of this dock and just brought all the stone up to here, then it could literally just go backwards and forwards here. It would reduce the size of the line, which might be good, considering boats are quite slow. Are the... Ooh. So what we could do, let's have a small country road come out this way, and it would kind of zigzag its way down to here, I reckon. Too much slope. Something like that. And then if we had... just get rid of this. So this line no longer needs this bit. It goes from here down to here, picks up stone there. Okay, because we're already feeding it with that one and that one. So if we just add this one, it won't be too much of a big deal. Too much curvature. Collision. Let's just, if we take this out, we can replace it with effectively a road with some stops on. Okay. A road with some stops on, not without some stops on. There we go. And then we do a line from here up to here. It's got to fill up on that sweet, sweet stone. Unload it there. Cargo road. Stone. Line. Goodness knows how many we've got now. So what do those other lines do? That one comes up this way. Oh, we've got a stop there, which isn't currently being used as well. So maybe we could utilize that one, especially for the logs, because look at what it's currently doing. Instead of that one there, go there. Then hopefully that should be a bit better for it. Coal. Do we want it to go to number 2? Kinda. If we put it on number 1, what does it look like? Or do we want coal on number 2? Sorry, why has that changed all of a sudden? It might not have changed, I don't know. So it goes around that way. I mean, it'll work. Actually, opening up this has brought a few other things down this way. So it's not too bad. Maybe we should upgrade that road. There we go. That looks a little bit better. So how many of these are there? 4. These need to be green. That's the right green. And we need some vehicles on this, so if we buy some dump trucks, pop them on this line, then it just means that everything gets distributed out from here as well, which is better than having it all go one way. The only problem is, how are we going to get stone over here? Right, stone comes up here, doesn't it? Yep. So that's fine. I feel like we should upgrade these lines over here. So the Carolines and just all of these really. These are all the old tarpaulin trucks. If we upgrade them to these ones, hopefully they'll be a bit better. Break some fuel. These are all tarpaulin trucks. Upgrade them to these ones. Brakes for Guangzhou. Brakes for Krakskanosk. Really? Okay. Yeah, because these are just really old. But Guangzhou isn't too old. Oh no, Guangzhou is actually quite old. I get it. Cool, no worries. Right, so we put trucks onto this line, didn't we? Yes. So that'll just go backwards and forwards here. Hopefully we won't get too many things use that route. A fair bit is already, but that's fine. Yeah, that's going well. This is getting filled up down here. What is this boat doing? I don't understand why the lines do this. They sort of... Why can't they just line up a bit better? I don't know. We've got ones waiting now. Is this the new line that we just put in? Yeah. This is the new line that we just upgraded. So these are all empty. I'm guessing. What are they meant to be doing here? And number 2. Unloading oil. And loading up on crude oil. Mind you. Got some machines and things coming in. Is that one of those lines that go across the entire map? No, they go up to there. Look at all these vehicles. We could have so many... If we just reduce how many vehicles we've got on this line, it'd probably be a lot more efficient, because it would be going for... What is going on here? They're piggybacking. That one's only got like 22 things in it. So again, we could probably do with having a lot less vehicles on this line. And then selling a lot of the old ones. You know what, instead of going through these one by one, let's just upgrade them to these Virgo tugboats. It seems like there might have been quite a few on there. There's only 21. I think some of these are already the Hercules. Let's change them up to the Virgos. They can carry a lot more. And they're only a little bit slower. There we go. Get rid of some of those old boats. How's our... Oh, these lines are probably doing quite well, aren't they? 500 odd people. 480 a time. That was just up here, Surabaya. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Surabaya needs fuel. So it does. There's fuel. Get fuel. Could you do a little bridge over? We'll have 3 things to pick up here. Well, 2 things to pick up, 1 thing to drop off, so 3 things in total to work with. There we go. So if we do a line here that goes from here, we'll put it on number 3 up to here, and then down to Surabaya. So you'll need to fill up with oil there. Then it will need to drop off its oil and load fuel. And then it will need to unload fuel here. So if we get a few vehicles on that. I don't even think it needs that many. It's moved the thing. Why has it moved the thing? Why has it got 3 things on one? What is it doing? Move that one to 5. There we go. So that should start getting some fuel to over here. We will need some vehicles going to it. Like 2 maximum for Surabaya fuel. What does this do though? Does it actually fill up here? Yeah, there we go. I'll tell you what we could probably do with changing these out as well. It's glorious when you realise that you need to put things in. You've pretty much done all the work. You just need to finish it off. Is that how you spell Surabaya? Surabaya? Yeah. Cool. Maybe we could just sell some of these because they're pretty much empty anyway. And that way it should load up more. On the tankers that do get through there. How are these doing down here? I mean, really, it's just plastic. So once we get oil up there, which we should be bringing it in, shouldn't we? From one of these. And that will be good. How are these doing? So, consumer-wise, only 48% gets to Delhi fuel reserve for a refinery. What? Why is it so low? That's pretty bananas. Wow! A lot of people want to go to Surabaya. Goodness knows why. I mean, I'm sure it's a lovely place. But why is there so many going backwards and forwards from here? It's bananas. Have we actually had these get to where they need to go, or are they still, yeah, they're still going to places. Cool. Nice. Well, things are starting to come along quite quick, actually. Blimey. Now that we've got the train lines, like everything going into and out from the train lines. What's this? It's delivering grain. Why is it delivering grain via road? Ah, what is it doing? Anyway, yeah, I'm really happy with how this is coming along. I hope you've been enjoying watching. Oh, we do need to hook this up at some point. Leave that for another episode, I think, though, because right now, I think we're going to leave it there. It's been a good episode. We've got more onto these train lines, even though they're not that spread out. I think this is just constantly going to be a bit full because, well, actually, maybe we could just have this go straight down to over here, because there's not that much further for it to go. This has a direct connection to two of them. That might be an idea for another day. But yeah, I hope you've been enjoying Twin Peaks and everything that's been going on. I've really enjoyed how this is coming along, and got plenty more to go. Looks like the emissions in darker are getting better. And look at that. The charts are going on the right direction now. So this is good. We're going to get more stuff to darker, albeit it's very busy. And yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, have a good one. If you've enjoyed, consider liking, subscribing, all the other things. Vote with your thumbs. Let me know what you think in the comments, in the chat, and everything. And yeah, see you around. Thanks for watching. Bye.